The unfortunate thing or the fortunate thing about us human beings is when we are presented with a concept or with an idea, we first see the negative side of it. We can't see, obviously, the positive side of it. Yo, welcome back to another fresh episode on this channel. Now, thank you so much for the continued support, and thank you so much for the liking and commenting on the videos. Now we need to do it a bit more so that we can be visible, the algorithm and everything. You'll also need to do this one favor for me. Share these videos. Sasa, we can do this. We are made to do this because we are getting it done. Ama namna gani? So, the other day, I was listening to one of the interviews, and the person who was being interviewed is one guy that I look up to quite a lot, especially in terms of life and his thoughts towards life. It's Elliot Kipchoge. Now, he mentioned that one will be able to live longer with hope more than with water. And this got me thinking how important hope could be for life. How hopeful are you? Or how much impact will hope be for your life? It's an integral part of our living. When you look at it, each and every other step in our lives can only be motivated by two things. Either how hopeful we are or how fearful we are. And today we're going to look to hope. And having hope that this one character that is hope is going to propel us through life. How hopeful are you in life? Or when you start your days? Or when you look at a different situation that has been presented to you? How hopeful are you when you go through even a difficult session or season in life? Are you hopeful that that season is going to bear fruits at the end of the day? Are you hopeful that that season is meant to be for the good of you? Remember, hope can never be touched, but the impact in which hope has is felt every now and then. Just imagine if the people who were entitled to fighting for the freedom of this country were not hopeful for one day that freedom is going to come. Are we ever going to have any idea of a free nation? Not at all. And in that situation that you're in, if you do not plant the seed of hope, if you're not going to just figure out that maybe tomorrow is going to be a better day, just having the idea that maybe the next step that I'm going to have is going to be the step for my breakthrough. Maybe that one more letter that I'm going to hand in, or that one networking session that I need, is going to be the next day for the rest of my life. Maybe, just so maybe, consider the other option. Because the unfortunate thing or the fortunate thing about us human beings is when we are presented with a concept or with an idea, we first see the negative side of it. We can't see, obviously, the positive side of it. And this is the idea in which hope brings into our lives. Immediately you are presented with a situation, you start seeing opportunity, or you just seeing a door opening right there, or you can see that yes, this can be done. Well, it can be done because we are here, all of us, but yes, you can do this because you have hope that this which is happening or this situation that I'm going through, one day I'm going to look back and say, it was for the good. There is a reason as to why I went through this. Probably some of us are feeling as if our finances look a bit, well, ish. Just be hopeful that one day, probably you're not going to make onto the Forbes list, but who knows? You might be on the Forbes list. Who knows? You might achieve your desired financial position just because you gave hope a chance. Just because you gave hope a chance, you might be the next buzzing billionaire in this state or even worldwide. You never know. You never know, you might be the biggest tech savvy human being that were ever going to be discovered in this generation of ours. You never know. Just give hope a chance. And even as you go through the situations of life, let one thing be constant. Apart from you, let hope be with you. I figure out HOPE as an acronym. And let's think about it also as meaning these words. Hope, holding on to positive expectations. Have a good day and hold on to that positive expectation that this situation is going to be for the betterment of myself. Enjoy the rest of the day and get it done with done.